Alright, so if you were working on a 2016 and newer F-150,
the older ones, some of the older ones are like this too.
Some of the older ones are like this too. In order to pull the rear axles, you need to pull Zach is going to show us. You're gonna need to pull. Go ahead and show him.
Now, granted, hold on. Rotors are already off, and the emergency brake pad stuff's already off because we kind of did this once already.
Yeah, we took it apart and then we decided this would make a good video because there's not a lot of information on it. So we already got a lot of this stuff out. But if you are doing emergency brake pads,
you got to pull these to do this.
Yeah, you got to pull these axles to do this.
Also, if you want to change your
rear
axle bearings
as well.
But you got a bolt here that is a 3/8, and I've already got it loose. Maybe maybe I got it loose.
And if it's not orientated right, you can just put the truck in neutral and spin.
And you'll have to spin the drive shaft and get it spun to where you can see the pin. Also, if that pin's stiff, you're probably not going to want it facing right out towards you. Luckily, this one is not. It slides right out, which they should anyways. It should never be stiff, but pull this bolt out. It's your lock pin. And then get in here and slide this pin out towards you.
And then once you slide that pin out,
you got to push the axle in. And up in here, it's hard to see, and I don't know if Brock can get a good picture of it. You can kind of hold on. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. After you pull that pin, do not spin the axle.
Yeah.
You'll get your holes all goofed up, and you have to put it all back lined in. But there's a clip in here. You got to push the axle in, and you can reach up in here with your fingers, and you can push this clip out. Yep. Once that clip's out, the axle will slide out. Same thing on the other side. Brock, slide that axle in.
Ouch. Ouch.
So you just gotta slide the axle in like that.
Yeah, I can fit.
Which actually, you can kind of see that one, Brock. I don't know if you can get a very good video from down here, but that clip is right there.
Daddy.
So you can get in there, and you can actually just grab that clip.
Daddy.
And then you don't need any tools. You can reach in there with your fingers and just push the clip up off there.
And boom. And then the axle is free just to come out. And that's how they come out. And you have to do this for emergency brakes or to replace your axle bearing. We'll show you that here in a second.
Not like lots and lots of it.
Oh,
And like that, it comes right out. Alright, so you'll need a steel driver kit.
Harbor Freight Special.
Just a cheap Harbor Freight Special one.
Find the one in the kit that matches the size of the bearing race.
Which matches the old one.
Roughly.
And then you're pretty much ready to install. You need to put your bearings in the freezer, and we're going to heat the outside of this tube up. Alright, so what you want to do is heat the axle up and have your bearing in the freezer.
Bearing, buddy. I know it ain't froze. See an old bearing? Grab an old bearing too. Oh yeah.
Hold on. You got a hammer?
Yep.
You want to take your old bearing so you can put your seal driver in there?
Don't even use the seal driver, not that one. It bounces too much. From where it's just plastic, it just bounces.
Yeah, but just take your old bearing. Or if you are going to try to use the seal driver, use your old bearing. Because if it bounces, it gets down into there and it will pull a bearing out.
Yeah, it really makes you mad. Ow, that's hot. Don't worry, using the old bearing, you won't set them both.
I see what you're talking about now. Huh. The bearings are a difference.
Yeah. You'll feel the difference when you get it where you want it. Like it'll really start to bounce your hammer back or your bearing more. Like that's solid now. Plus I can see my groove. Seal. See what I mean about just a whole bunch of bearings versus.
That's what I was talking about. Where's the other seal?
Up there on the rolling cart. Oh.
Oh, you need the seal driver out.
Oh, did I not have the right vice grips no more? Vice grips. So I can clamp his cable off. That guy did say something about that. I couldn't pull the other one like that though.
Where'd you put it?
I'll probably put them up. Bottom drawer of the red toolbox on the rolling cart. But since I can pull this one, I might as well clamp it while I can. That way I can push the spring back out of the way.
Big pair?
Big pair, little pair.
No matter pair?
Ah, just pair. I got there.
Well, I'm unlike Tyler. I'll help you. Sorry. What?
We're leaving.
Huh?
We're leaving.
You're leaving?
Hey, that's the truck.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Why is it so muddy?
Cause this guy I know makes me use it for work.
Blame it on the guy he knows.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'd say too.
The other one wasn't just fun to, or wasn't fun to put in either.
I ought to make him wash it. You wouldn't wash my truck. I've washed your truck. That thing's way cleaner than I've ever seen a Ranger. The Ranger? I washed that truck. That was fun. When it's snowing outside, you can't blame it. I mean, I can wash it, drive down the road again, it looks.
Yay! Now back to the fun part. Brake lever. Way better than it did. Yeah, wasn't working at all before, so. These are brake levers. They are orientated. You want it, they are. If you put it in there backward, when you push the lever, it'll spread it apart, not pull it, or pull them together, not spread them apart. Thank goodness I caught it when I did the other side and flipped it over. Really would have been mad if I'd have got it done and been like, huh, that don't work right. But get that on there, and you want to get your spring first because you aren't stretching these springs apart. Tried it, ain't happening. Tried it multiple times, not happening.
He got mad on the other side.
Yeah,
and then realized it was oriented backwards.
I get your spring on there.
And you drop it all apart like that.
Or you try to get your spring on there. Get that and that groove and that there.
Daddy, what'd you say when I came in here and told you that? What'd you say when I came in here and told you that?
Okay. And that one's just a pain in the butt. Now you got your doohickeys, your clip pads, or whatchamacallits. I know those are not appropriate words for it, but well, if I could fit my fingers back here, it'd be a little easier. Take that clip. This is the easy side. Nope, nope. Let it nope, nope. Turn it back the way you had it. Yeah, you can do it that way too, but you gotta be through both of them, top one too. Oh. But you gotta do it like that. Yeah. And it's they had them pointing up, not yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, come on. Yep. Way better than the other ones. You gotta try to compress and spin.
Yeah.
They are a pain in the, to do. Don't worry, I paused it. Don't you dare. I don't know if my hand's in the way or not. Better push on brake pad. Well, yeah, push, buddy. Push, push. Way better to have 2 or 3 people when you're doing that, because they're a pain in the, they suck. They suck. Some grease down in the adjuster. Adjuster gear always goes forward. Adjuster gear. Spring. Yeah, I don't know why it is. I can stretch it backward easier than I can forward. I don't know why. I can get it to work better. Make a liar out of me. Nope, make a liar out of me. You got that thing upside down or what? Let's see upside down. Try to center those up best you can. Cable onto the whatchamacallit. That's your actual brake lever, not the whatchamacallit. Ta-da. Ta-da.
was that side easier?
Because we did the other side first. Had to practice. They fit in there really loose, so you might have to kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Yeah, that's where you gotta kind of wiggle it up and down and get it to.
Alright, once you slide your axle in, we already did the other side, but you come down here and
If you can get your hand up here, I'm in an awkward position. I need to move around here because I can't see what I'm doing or feel what I'm doing or whatever.
slide your clip back down in there and you drop it.
That is not how you slide it down in there. That axle's not in all the way. Should be almost clear up against the pads. Ow! Well, yeah, went up against there that time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Slide your clip back on there, push the axle back out, take your pin, make sure your gears are lined up, so that hole's all lined up. Take your pin, make a liar out of me, take your pin. Something not lined up? See the light. Need to pull that axle that way.
Which axle?
Passenger or driver side needs to come out. It needs pulled out. Hit lighting in real fast. Make sure my clip's not. Push it in a little bit. Hold on, hold on. Make sure my clip's not holding you up. Clip's on there all the way. Yank on it. Oh, it still didn't come in there all the way. Wiggle it. Not like that. What the heck? Hold on. I think my clip's not where it needs to be. Oh boy, I don't think it'd make a difference though. Push it in a little bit. Well, the other one worked just fine. I don't know, the clip's on there. I don't know, try it now.
Pull out?
Yep. Okay.
Work that time?
Yep, slid right in there.
And now what? Push it back in?
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to now. You can try, but you shouldn't be able to move it now. I got the pin in there. Get your pin back in there. You might have to play with it a little bit to get everything where you want it. Of course, I goofed and I didn't look to see if my hole was lined up. Spin your rod so your hole's lined up.
Yeah, he did say 5-hour job. And that's how you install that. Alright, and that's pretty much it. You put your rotor back on, your caliper, and your wheel.
And then you put your diff cover back on.
And you put your diff cover back on, and then you get all stinky and put gear oil back in it.
Tyler gets to do that job.
Yep, and we make Tyler do it because it's Tyler's truck.
I cleaned it all off for him already. Just kind of wipe off the paper towels now. Right stuff it, put it back on there.
So once you get that done, then it's job's complete. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.